I really don't care what they think or what they say about her, so I just go in there and troll. You know, they talk about it, I post her.
Yeah,
So just make them even more madder than what they are. So they just try to find something to hate. They try to find something to bring up on our relationship, but ain't nothing there. There's nothing you can find because I love my woman.
You know, Travis Hunter is just in with it now. You know, this is his woman and he's in love. Now, when he's sitting on a Pivot podcast, I wonder what those OGs are really saying to him behind the scenes. Because I see the way that they're looking at him when he talk, and they know that he's green. You know, he's like a green ripe apple, man, just ready like a sponge to absorb the world, and everything is pure and good. And I like that about Travis. The problem is, you know, we just want him to protect himself and to make the best decisions. And sometimes you got to let people crash out on their own before they come back and say that you were right? But listen, he's been embarrassed. You know, he's allowed himself to put all his business on social media. He's allowed his woman to talk, throw him under the bus. She called him a cheater. She said that she, basically ghosted him for a while. She put him in the friend zone. He came on and said that she didn't know who he was. And then the brother was like, that's bull crap. Because remember, he was like top dog in high school football down in Georgia. So everybody knew who he was because, in the South, football was king. We already knew this, right? And the brother said, girls, you crazy? That's Travis Hunter. You better get with him. Then all of a sudden, he had, like Biggie said, at one time, girls used to go ill. Now Biggie got sex appeal, right? So that's what happened with him because she found out like who he was and what his trajectory was going to be going forward, right? So as he sits on the Pivot podcast, he's really, going hard and going against the people that's been giving him advice. And he's doubling down and defending his woman. Because just like him, like me, I was green at one time. I remember I had that girl I was in love with. And I was defending her, even though my sisters and my aunties and everybody couldn't stand this woman. They said she was no good. But to me, she was the apple of my eye. She was everything, right? Early on, when I first started being in love. And check this part out, right? Because this is what he's still doing. Check this out.
I was scared to be with him when he went to college. Like, I actually gave him the option to, like, break up. I was like, go to college, go do your thing. Because, like, I was a freshman once and I...
Come back whenever you're ready. I'll still be here.
No, I definitely didn't say that.
What you said?
I said, I gave him an option to break... Like, I was like, go to college, like, go have fun. We don't have to be together.
Yeah, you said if you're going to cheat on me or do what? You said?
Or go do anything.
Yeah. You said if you're going to cheat on me...
Leave me where I'm at.
Just leave me alone right now, because I've been to college once before. I was a freshman and I did everything and I had fun. I was partying. I changed. Like, bro, no, bro.
So that's how you keep. I gave him the option to go do stuff. He didn't want to do it. He stayed with me. So now I hold him to that. Like, you can never backtrack because I gave you the option to leave.
I can jerk.
And see, all of this stuff is a joke, right? So she gets to hold him to all the rules, right? He's held to the standard of how he's supposed to behave and all these different things, right? But she has this real checkered past. Again, but this is what happens when everybody can see when you're dealing with a girl that you like more than she likes you. And she's dealing with you and holding you as if it's a privilege for you to be with her. And the thing is, they can't even hide it because they're so young. And those of us that's more experienced, we can see it a mile away, right? He's just not smart enough or more advanced enough right now to really pick up on it, right? So she's talking about how they got access to each other's codes and security, on their phones and everything. So she has everything. She knows everything about him and has everything connected to him, right? But when she gets online, she starts running her mouth, saying this to the camera. He turns around and says, I don't know none of your stuff. I don't know none of your stuff. But again, when you're blinded by so-called love, which really is lust, you allow all these things to happen. How would I know that? Because that was me. I was Travis Hunter at one time. Check this out.
We have each other's passwords to everything. We don't hide. Even if we don't get on it, we know each other's passwords. To literally everything.
I don't know every password. I'll be forgetting.
You're lying.
And as you can see, Travis Hunter is a really goofy kid. Like to have fun, joke around. And he's just a free-spirited, goofy kid. And that's a good thing, though. That's not a bad thing, right? But the thing is, when you're connected to people that don't share or is going to protect that innocence with you, that could be very detrimental and dangerous. I'm afraid for him getting hurt or her doing something and he end up just losing it. And he go from being that goofy, loving kid to something else, because we've all seen that play out too, especially with men when they love that hard, right? But we know that, he loves his fans, and he talked about his experience on the Pivot podcast when he was up in Colorado and experiences, and he went on to the Pivot podcast and he said this.
Living here, the fan base is crazy. I mean, after the game Friday, I stayed till probably 9 o'clock, signing every autograph I can sign, because they took me in with open arms. They never complained about me, never complained about, the color of our skin. They never had no negative things to say about us, which I respect a lot.
And see, Travis is a free-spirited, outgoing young man. He loves the fans. He loves the cameras. He loves the spotlight. And he's great for it. He has a great smile. He's very articulate. And, when he got to Colorado and they were like 4-12, he was signing autographs and, he was kissing babies. He was taking pictures, right? Now they went 9-3 and they had a big year. And he was won the Heisman and was the college player of the year. He was all these different things, right? He never changed. He never wavered. He's still signing autographs, kissing babies, doing all the things that the corporations and the sponsors likes. He has that $1 million smile and everybody wants to be in the Travis Hunter business, right? But he has to follow by these rules that Leanna has levied down, right? He got to do what she say, because she rules this thing with an iron fist. It's her way or no way, because I don't care who you are. I don't care if you Travis. You are privileged to be with me. I'm the one that's running this show. Y'all don't believe me? Listen to this.
I love my woman. When I take a picture with a girl, I make sure my hand is in the front. Then you can see both of my hands. I'm not that close to you. Hey, it's a routine, and I make sure I only take pictures with females when she's around.
And as you can see, he has to follow these rules, right? And these are rules that she implemented because she's running the show. And he's going to go along with it because he has to have more put out than she has to, because he's privileged to be dating her. She's doing him a favor, right? That's why he has to go all out of his way, because like I said, I've been there before. I didn't understand my potential or who I was. I was just so enamored with this girl that I was with, right? Not realizing that I was the show. I didn't realize that because I didn't understand my self-worth or who I was, right? So now there's a lot of women that's still giving advice to Travis and Leanna online, right? And they're saying this.
Recent events involving Travis Hunter and his girlfriend Leanna has been a great crash course in celebrity for both of them. They immediately learned how it feels to be a couple in the spotlight. Scrutiny, yes. Criticism, yes. You will not be able to get away from that. There's not enough clearing it up in the world for people to care. They've made their narratives, they've ran with it, and it is what it is. Travis's girlfriend has posted an almost 8-minute video explaining herself. Again, she's young, she's only 23. This is her first rodeo in the spotlight. So I'm gonna hold your hand, Miss Leanna, when I say this. You don't address anything. Not one single thing. In fact, let this be the last video you ever make addressing anything. That goes for Travis too. Don't address anything about your relationship. You owe people nothing. Travis's job is to play football. That's the only thing he needs to be talking about. Take it from Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes has one of the worst wives in NFL history. Trash, terrible, annoying, you name it. Do you think Patrick cares? Do you think he would take time out of his day to climb up on social media to declare his love for Brittany Mahomes? He doesn't care that you don't like her. He doesn't care that you don't think she's attractive. He loves this monster. And Brittany MAGA Mahomes is not jumping on TikTok live to explain anything to us. And you know what? I kind of respect that. And that's what these two need to learn. Stop addressing things. Okay, people don't like your relationship. They think she's a snob. They think that. Let them think that. Travis, they think your wife is terrible. Let them think that. Maybe she is, but maybe you like that. I don't know. Who cares? Stop addressing everything. You don't need to do that.
See, and in my opinion, she was dating that rapper Naughty Slim and Travis at the same time. Travis was her young buck. Like she said, she wasn't attracted to him because he was too young. She was dealing with who she was attracted to, and that was Naughty Slim. Once she saw that Travis had the trajectory to make it to the NFL to get them big bucks, she altered and shifted towards him. But her first pick was Naughty Slim. Right? We can see this a mile away. But there's a young TikToker brother named Quincy. He's an athlete. You know, he goes around with the microphone in the malls and he interviews people and talks. And he ran into Leanne and he saw Leanne in the mall without her ring. And they had a conversation in the mall and went like this.
How do you maintain such a healthy relationship?
Don't let social media be in your relationship.
Okay.
Never post when y'all have problems.
Okay.
And be honest, always.
Okay.
Always be
I feel
honest.
it. You got the ring on right now?
No, I don't.
So she's out there without the ring on, right? And you know that they're going to be highly scrutinized and everybody's going to have something to say. But again, she doesn't follow these same rules because that's her young buck. Look, I do what I want. You do what I tell you to do. Okay, baby. Okay, baby. See, this going to go along like this until he figures out. He looks at himself in the mirror one day and figures out, I'm the show. I'm the prize. I just hope it's not too late. But when people saw her not having the ring on, but with all these rules that she's levied down, people started to tune in. So Sam 053 said no ring on is crazy work. Reddy said he just had this in the vault waiting. Oh man, this thing is crazy. He said Travis was in the car when that happened, right? And then somebody said no ring is crazy. Man, and then Travis Hunter is the cameraman. She wasn't wearing the ring. So these are all different people, you know what I mean, voicing their opinion and saying this stuff, man. But like I said, she doesn't go by those rules. She doesn't go by those rules. She does what she wants to do when she wants to do it, how she wants to do it, man. And again, he's young. He's going to have to learn on his own. There's going to be certain things he's just going to have to learn on his own. But it was funny because when he was on the Pivot podcast and they was talking, I was just looking at their faces the way that they was looking at him like, young man, you got a lot to learn. You going by these rules. That's not going to work, young man, when you out there in the corporations and things happen at the spur of the moment, coming off the field and all this kind of stuff. No, there's going to have some balance. And she's not the person to tell you what the rules are because she's never lived this lifestyle. She's along for the ride with you because dating Naughty Slim and them other guys, she would never be in a position she's in if it's not for you. The person she ghosted, the person she put on the back burner. So like I said, man, this thing gets crazy, man. But you have women still giving them opinion, giving their opinion on it. People still speaking on it. And we'll see how this thing go, man. I'm going to cut this video short here. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button. Subscribe to Street Media TV. Leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I love y'all. Until the next time. Peace.